bye week did for you, especially here in your first pretty late?
Yeah, it was good for me. I got to hang out with my wife and baby a little bit, get my body back, get it healthy, get it going. So it was a great time for me and much needed.
How much can you tell that getting the body back? I mean, because this is kind of the point at which you've never really played this much football in a year before. Where do you see that the most?
What do you mean? Like, where do you see it in the body?
Where can you tell that you feel better? I mean, is there anything in particular out on the field?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you get your legs back. It was a long season. Like you said, I came from college, and usually you're got a couple weeks off preparing for the bowl game or whatever, and we still basically in the middle of the season. So the legs definitely is good to get them back. It felt fresher, felt faster today. And that's what you need to use the bye week for. I mean, I've talked to a lot of vets, and they said, hey, you need to use this to, relax your legs back. Don't go do anything stupid, and just really take care of your body. And that's really what I focused on.
Brady, Matt said they view you more as guard than a tackle. Do you feel more comfortable at that position than at tackle?
I feel, like I've said before, I love playing it all, whether it be guard or tackle. Enjoy playing both, enjoy learning. There's a lot of similarities, like I always say. And so I just try to get better at each position. Whatever they play me at, try to get better 1% every day, wherever it's at. Learning the landmarks for tackle and guard, everything else, just trying to get that improvement every day.
Did you ever play guard in college or high school?
No, I played right tackle in high school and played left tackle in college. Played a little bit in practice, guard here and there, but mostly tackle.
For someone who's played almost exclusively tackle, what's the challenge moving inside? What's different?
Yeah, I mean, just from like an outside perspective, if you look at it, tackle, you have more space. So you have a little more time for everything. So you got to be real balanced, real good with your eyes. And guard, it happens quicker. And so everything happens a little bit quicker. So you even got to be better with your eyes at guard than you are at tackle. Your landmarks maybe have to be a little bit tighter. There's just a lot of little things that change. But as far as the techniques go, there's a lot of carryover. With the techniques.
When you look at Atlanta's defense, what do you see from them, particularly up front, right here in this case?
Yeah, they're a great D-line. Big challenge for us. I mean, throughout their history, they pride themselves on being a physical defense. And we know that. Like we said, Grady Jarrett in the middle is going to anchor that D-line. Great player. Just a lot of good, stout players in there. And so we got to be on our A game this week for sure.
What does Jeff Nixon bring to this offense as play caller and just in general?
Yeah, man, he's an awesome coach. Really demands great technique out of you. I mean, even today, like I was hearing with everyone, like up front, he was, hey, O-line, like be great with your hands or dominate with your hands. So he's really getting on us about our technique. And in the run game, being physical, that's what we want to be up front is a physical O-line. And he expects that out of us, and that's what we want to give him.
Do you expect this team to be more, committed to the run with him?
Like I said, I think we've always been committed to the run. How they scheme it up is up to them, and how many run-pass ratio is up to the coaches. But that's what we want to be, and that's the goal.
Due to injuries, you've been a several places on the line, and as a guy who's used to playing in one area, how has that adjustment process been for you, having to maybe switch positions sometimes mid-game?
Yeah, it's been awesome for me. Great learning experience, because when you're only in one area or one position, I mean, you lock in that position, that's great, but sometimes you lack the knowledge of what everyone else is doing. And so when I've been switched around, I really have to be on my A game, knowing, hey, what's the left guard doing on this, or what's right tackle. So it's been really good for me just to learn what everyone's doing, so I can be on the same page with everyone. Because that's maybe the hardest thing up front is all five guys doing their job every time. Because if one guy is not doing their job, the play isn't going to work. So it's been amazing for me.
What was your reaction to hearing that Joe Brady got fired?
Yeah, I mean, coming into this league, I knew it was a business, and it's hard to see early on, seeing friends leave or seeing Coach Brady go. Created a lot of good relationships as a team, and that's part of the business, but it's a hard part of the business. It's something that I'm going to have to definitely get used to because, like I said, it's part of it. I hope him the best. He's a great coach, really smart, helped me out a ton, and I have nothing but respect for him.
Brady, you had a couple opportunities, I guess, at right tackle and left tackle starting this year. How would you assess your play in those 2 games?
Yeah, I definitely feel like improvement is what I'm all about right now. Slowly improving, get better. Like I said, 1% every day. I'm always saying what's next, and I feel like I've done that. You know, I felt like I've improved a little bit each game, and I'm going to keep improving. Still young, still learning a lot, and I'm excited to do that.
You hear a lot of players talk about their welcome to the NFL moment. Did you experience one of those in either of those starts?
I don't know if there is an exact moment, but just everything, you know, like from, I don't know, the crowd to the energy to the stress of it all, you know. There's a lot of moments where you're like, wow, I'm in the NFL. A lot of good and a lot of things you have to manage as well. A lot of expectations. So definitely it's a variety of things that have kind of been like, wow, I'm here.
Brady, having played so much tackle through college, and as you said, high school, when did you realize when you got here that guard was part of your future and that that's what they had kind of in the back of their mind?
Yeah, early on I knew that, you know, they saw me maybe at both early on and trying to figure out where I fit. And so early on I knew that was going to be a possibility, and so I'm just ready to play both or play whatever they need me to.
Was that mini camp, training camp?
Yeah, rookie camp, mini camp,
Yeah.
you know, had an idea. And like all last off season, I was training both at tackle and guard because I knew a lot of teams viewed me at guard as well. And so I've been working it.
What would you say the breakdown was of those teams pre-draft in terms of who saw you at guard versus tackle?
I don't know the exact numbers. I just heard both, so I was ready.
Was it a dialogue at all when you got here? Like, did you say, you know, this is kind of the position, you know, that I'm most comfortable with, talking about tackle? Was there any, you know, like, did you know, have a say in it at all?
I mean, I think it was like it's pretty obvious that coming right out of college, I'm going to be most comfortable at tackle. I played there my whole college career. But yeah, there's been dialogue like, hey, let's play a little bit of guard, see how it goes and stuff. And so I've just been open to it all, really, and that's kind of been my mentality throughout this haul, is be ready for everything, because you never know. There's a lot of things that are happening that you got to be ready for whatever.
Real good. Thank you, Brady.
Appreciate it, guys.
Thanks.